Well, hey YouTube, Petey Two Finger here. I'm not really well. I've had a chest cold, I guess you'd call it, or maybe it's bronchitis. I don't know. It was a tight, burning feeling in my chest that turned into a green phlegm. I even coughed up some phlegm that looked like it had blood in it. But I haven't been to a doctor for that. My nose is fine. Super stoked that my nose isn't all stuffed out, but my throat, like a lower sore throat, all this horrible dark green phlegm, and my ears are like plugging up and ringing, and I had a fever for a couple of days. It was running at temperature. So I've been busy. We had a wedding, and my wife's like nieces, I guess you'd call them, and that was beautiful, like big deal kind of modern day wedding where they had the ceremony in the same room as the reception, which I've never seen that. The next day was the baby shower for my daughter. Deet, the guitar player in the band, in the family band, is expecting a boy in March of 2020. And so my other daughter, Queeg, aka Shrimpy, the girl who plays keyboards in the family band, she has this job. She's an internet manager for this big dealership, this car dealership in our area. It's been around forever, and anytime they do any type of, like, they're giving away cars for the needy, so they're having a giveaway ceremony. That's all her. Anytime, like the Christmas party or promotional or whatever they have, she's in charge of getting the food and decorating it and handling the party aspect of it. So she's gotten pretty good. Like, she planned her own wedding and threw this real impressive outdoor wedding at this beautiful place. So I'm really proud of her, and that was really, it was wonderful because it took the pressure off of my wife to take care of all of this for the shower for our daughter. So that was really cool. And then yesterday I had a crazy day. I had to go to the back pain clinic, doctor visit, and then we ran up to see the luthier guy who had repaired my Epiphone. Dropped that guitar off there. We did some holiday stuff, so we hit 3 resale stores, a Walmart, a Trader Joe's, and an Aldi's. And I'll tell you, after that second resale store, we had been to the doctor appointment, we dropped the guitar off at the luthier, hit 2 of those resale stores. I was beat. My wife's like, well, we're going to be real close to it. I was just like, oh man, I wanted to go home so bad. I just wanted to recline and see my little buddy Kita. Where is he? He's hiding. So this deal with the, hey Beatus, this deal with this Les Paul. It's an Epiphone. I think it's a special. It's a beautiful. It looks like it's never been played, but the headstock was snapped off at a right angle. Sometimes when a Les Paul, the headstock will break. It'll be like at an angle. The pieces. This was like right angle, like. So I glued it 3 times. The last time I glued it, I put the strings on it and tightened them to put forward pressure on it. And then I wrapped rubber band strings and pulled those real tight down to a bracket I had made for the lower strap button. So the headstock, if you can imagine 6 strings pulling back of elastic, pulling that this way, and then the strings pulling it this way, created back pressure. And that glue held for like 6 months. There's a video of the family band with Geet, my daughter, my little girl, playing that guitar. So when I brought it to the luthier, he was just like, "Wow!" Like he had made 2 channels in it and cut out these splines, or there's a word for them. I forgot what they're called, but they're not shims. But anyway, this thing had pulled the because of the pressure from the strings, it had pulled straight, and you could bend it a little bit, but it's in there good. So he's gonna have to maybe steam it and break it free. I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm just like, I need to come to grips with the possibility that that's not going to work out. So, holiday time is a great time for us to get together with our families and cherish, to try to find our common points, our likenesses, as opposed to operating on a wavelength of fear. So let's remember good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Watch your gossiping and approach it with an open mind. It's tough, getting together with family. I always talk about this every year. People are deeply flawed. And just because they're related to you doesn't make it any better, any easier. It's oftentimes the opposite. So this requires a little bit of self-reflection, considering how do I look to other people. So more often than not, if you make an effort to make a connection with these people, that will be much more rewarding than the alternative. All right, you guys, happy holidays. Like I said, it's not going to be a lot of uploading, more or less, but I do plan on getting well, and at that point, usually around January 7th, I'm going to be working towards firing everything up over here, plugging in the guitars and laying down some, beginning to start recording. And I'm excited about that. Alright, you guys, happy holidays. All the best. Good thoughts, good words, and good deeds.